I'm gonna use this as my top bun and this is my bottom bun. Okay, you guys? The chorizo gravy right all on the bottom of that. So fried chicken number 1, fried chicken number 2, egg, the top of that biscuit. I can't pick this one up. But I am going to try to smash it down as much as I can. Hello, liquid gold. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today, as you can see from the title, I'm making biscuit, but a serious biscuit. And this recipe is inspired by watching Amanda Munge's, one of her most recent videos. It was a vlog where she was eating at the Denver Biscuit Company, and she did a biscuit that was massive with fried chicken and gravy, and it said Elizabeth all over it.
The thing they ordered was a savory peck, a biscuit sandwich called the Franklin. Buttermilk fried chicken, tender belly ham, cheddar cheese, and local honey butter, all smothered with the white sausage gravy. I cannot even describe the texture of these biscuits. They were just so melt in your mouth.
So here I am today, gonna recreate it. But also, I just posted a video with my Five Guys and I asked, what do I get on my Five Guys burger exactly? And a lot of you guys came close. A lot of you guys said, you know, pretty much what I get. But the first person that got everything was Dougie. He said I get raw jalapenos, grilled jalapenos, raw onions, grilled onions, mustard, mayo, and lettuce. Yes, so he guessed it right. He got all of them. But I will say, honorable mention, Nancy Barrera, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. She actually came really close as well. She was the first one to comment. She came really close. I think all she forgot was mustard. And then Sunflower 2, of course. She came super close. But I shouted you out in my very first video set up like this. You were my first shout out. So go back and watch that video. So shout out to Dougie for getting everything right on what I get in my Five Guys burger. I am going to start off with making my biscuits. I have touched this butter way too much. This butter needs to be cold, but I just pulled it out of the freezer, so it should be okay. So I'm going to make buttermilk biscuits. And this recipe is the only recipe I use for biscuits. I tried it once. It was the very first biscuit recipe I did. I made it when I had one of my very first jobs. And I remember my chef saying, where did you get this recipe from? I must have gotten it from like my grandma or something. And that was false. It was like the first time I ever made this biscuit recipe. And it just came out perfect. So, I'm sorry, I'm cutting this up into like somewhat of cubes. So I'm cutting that up into cubes. And what's gonna go in this bowl is 2 cups of flour and 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And then I am gonna do a pinch of salt and mix that around. Then I'm gonna put my butter, my cold butter. I just got it out of the freezer. That's what's going to create those nice layers. And I like to do this by hand and not use one of those butter cutters, because I like to put the love into my biscuits. You know, it's funny because every time I make biscuits, if I don't put the love into making it, it just comes out not as good. So what I'm going to do is smash this butter into the flour until it's about pea size. You can skip this part if you don't want to use your hands. You can use a butter cutter. Just make sure they're about pea size. I like to do about pea size. Crumbs, like a crumb size. I'm probably gonna speed this up until I get this all incorporated. This is a half a cup of butter and 2 cups of flour. I'm so bad with telling you guys measurements. I promise I'll get better at it. All right, you guys, I have it all mixed up. It's like crumbs in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my honey to my buttermilk. And I'm gonna spray my tablespoon so that the honey does not get stuck to it. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons of honey. And then mix it together. And obviously, you guys don't have to do this. You don't have to make your biscuits from scratch, but you guys already know that I love when you do things from scratch because you appreciate it more, the love goes into it, and it tastes better. But you know that. I won't hound you. I won't hound you though if you go and get your biscuits out of the can. Now I'm going to incorporate it. And this is cold buttermilk, by the way, cold. You want everything to be cold. You want those nice layers. You don't want it to be dry. You want it to be nice, buttery, and flaky. So I'm gonna add this until it just comes together, you guys. That's it, no more. Just until it comes together. And right now I'm going to dump it out. And I only poured it until it just came together. No more, no less. I learned that from one of my first jobs, actually. And I'm gonna do very little to work it. Just until it comes together, and it has already come together. I'm done right there. I'm not even gonna roll it. I'm gonna use my hands. I know there's some biscuit purists out there that do not use a rolling pin. I do not. I try not to use a rolling pin, but what I'm gonna do is fold it on top of each other and continue to pat it down. I'm only gonna do 2 layers. And then from there, I'm gonna cut out a couple of biscuits. And we'll see. It doesn't make, you can roll it out thinner than this, you guys, obviously, like, but I'm going for some big dramatic biscuits today. So I'm gonna keep them fairly big. All right, so I think I'm gonna get at least, actually, let me spray this real quick. I'm actually going to spray this too. So I'm going to, these are going to be massive, you guys. 2 pretty ones. And then all of the rest of the ones, I'm just going to cook extra for everybody else. They're gonna be the not so pretty ones. And this one's gonna be extra cute, extra love. All right, and I'm gonna go put these on a sheet tray. I know I just did this biscuit recipe, but I feel for some reason like I just kind of was like, do this and do that. But I'm gonna put my biscuits on here. And then I got the oven at 400. I'm gonna pop these in, and then halfway through, I am gonna brush them with butter. But I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna start this sausage, or I mean, chorizo gravy, and get this all cleaned up. So I have a package of chorizo. I'm probably, maybe use half of it. I'm probably gonna use half of it. I believe that chorizo is, I think like it's pork with a bunch of spices. So I'm gonna take that out of the casing. Only using half. Put the half back in here. So I'm doing, ooh, I'd say this is about 6 ounces, maybe. I'm gonna let that get browned. Go put this away, go clean my knife. All right. So while that is cooking up, I'm gonna turn it down. I am going to do shallots and garlic. I feel like a shallot is a mix between an onion and garlic, and it's purple. So that's what I'm going to put in, and I'm going to use this whole thing. I'm not going to dice it. I hate dicing small things. All right, so I'm gonna leave those like how they are. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. I wish you guys can smell it. If you've had chorizo, leave me a comment below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And if you don't like it, if you make this, I promise you will like it. My eyes are watering. I don't really care how minced this garlic is today. Sometimes I'm in the mood, sometimes I'm not, honestly. It just depends on how I feel. And I don't feel like doing very much of minced. But what I am going to do, since this is going low, I'm going to add the shallots and the garlic. What I would normally do is take out the meat and then saute it on its own. But like I said, it's all about how I'm feeling that day. And I don't feel like I need to do that today. I mean, honestly. God, that smells so good, you guys. Oh, I wish you were here for this. I am going to add in my flour right now. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons. Mix that in, cook off the flour. Let that flour cook out. We do not like things tasting like flour. Now I'm going to add milk. This is 2% milk. Whoa, whoa. All right. Before that starts acting crazy. And I am just gonna add, how much was that? That was about, where was it at, you guys? I'd say about a cup and 3/4 is what I add. So I'm just gonna let that thicken up and just get nice and beautiful. All right, you guys, I am about to fry this chicken. I seasoned my flour with all of the usual suspects. What I put in here was garlic, onion powder, both garlic, onion powder, and then paprika, cayenne, salt, pepper, just usual suspects. And then what I have in here is egg, milk, and hot sauce. So, yes. But before I do that, I need to add some salt into here. And then a generous amount of pepper because I like a peppery gravy. but this is coming along just beautifully. It tastes really good. So I've got it on warm right now. It's done cooking. It's to the thickness that I like. So always cook your gravy to your thickness. But I don't recommend like rock solid. Yes. Okay, so that is just gonna stay there and be warm. I pulled out my fryer because you guys, listen, I had to pull it out. I don't like a mess. I don't like no fuss. Pull out my fryer and it just gets the job done. I actually tenderized this too because I wanted some thin slices so that I could layer it. And today I'm using my wet dry hand because I feel like it. Lay that one in there. Pull out this one. Yeah, I beat them pretty thin. Let's just say I was taking out some aggression. Just kidding. But yeah, these are pretty thin, so there's gonna take no time to cook. Like none whatsoever. Like I said, you guys have already been here for this, so yeah. And I'm frying at 300 because like I said, they're super thin. Let me pull out this last little guy. I think that's the last one. Just tiny. Put him in there too. All right, I'm gonna clean up this mess, pull up my chicken, and then we can start building. Oh, and also I'm gonna fry up an egg. So as far as my chicken goes, it looks pretty done to me. Let me show you guys without burning myself. So I'm just gonna pull that up, sprinkle a little salt on all of it, and then I will be back and we are gonna build our sandwich. All right, I turned down my brightness so that we can do this. So I got my biscuits and I don't need to cut them because we layered it, remember? So I'm just gonna do 2 biscuits. Not that I'll necessarily get between, you know what I should do? I lied. I'm gonna use this as my top bun and this is my bottom bun. Okay, you guys? So here we go. The chorizo gravy right all on the bottom of that. All right. And then I'm going to put my fried chicken. So fried chicken number 1. Fried chicken number 2. And then I'm going to put my egg that y'all briefly saw me do. Egg. Then we're gonna use that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna use half of that. We're gonna use the top. So I'm gonna use the top of that biscuit. Are you ready for this? I can't pick this one up. But I'm going to try to smash it down as much as I can. Hello, liquid gold. All right. How am I gonna do this? I gotta get something in every bite. All right, so I've got biscuit. I'm gonna come around to the front for some gravy and liquid gold. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm taking it from the back so you guys can't see. Mm. 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 Now I've come up for air. Oh my gosh. Can I just say, there's no, okay, I can't rate my favorite things because there's too many favorites. Oh no. Put that back. Just grab that. This should be a sin. What in the hell? What did I do? Doing chorizo gravy was the best thing I think I could have done. Everything is so rich. Everything is so rich, and this biscuit is so flaky. It's so flaky. Mmm. Mmm. That is a damn good biscuit. This whole biscuit should be illegal. You should not be able to eat a biscuit like this. Period. Wow. Mm. I don't think I can make any other recipes this week. All right, now you guys, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put some gravy. and we're gonna pick it up. Here we go. Mmm. I had to pick it up for the one time. I just needed to know. Oh my gosh. I wish that was staying together for you guys. It's like brace for impact. Okay. Oh my gosh, I am so full. That biscuit was huge. That was huge. I know I'm not in focus, but I needed y'all to see that. I needed y'all to see that. That was so good. I can't even finish it. That thing was huge. You guys. I think I'm gonna take a nap now. That was delicious. Make it. You guys know I want you to make everything. But that biscuit, those biscuits came out perfect and buttery. The key is cold butter into crumbles and just add enough of whatever liquid you're using to just combine, and then it will come together. It'll be buttery and flaky. I decided to do chorizo gravy. Try it. If you haven't tried chorizo, try it in a gravy. It's delicious. It packs so much flavor. And then what else? And the fried chicken. The fried chicken was not necessary, but why not? I have to do fried chicken every week. I feel like if I don't do fried chicken, I feel empty. My soul feels empty. So anyway, all together, that was delicious. I love doing these recipes with you guys. I love that you guys come with me and do these recipes with me for the first time. Give a huge shout out to Dougie over here for guessing what I get in my Five Guys burger. And a huge shout out to a lot of you guys who guessed and got it right as well, because I can't see my comments right now. I am filming. But big shout out to all you guys. And that's it. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm like half falling asleep. That was so good. I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week.